Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to my dear children. So today we are going to do the third part of the explanation for your third lesson, two stories about flying, in which we are doing the first part. Name of the first part is His First Flight, written by Liam O'Flaherty. Children, on that day we have seen that this story is basically about a young seagull who is not flying so far. That means he was a little birdie living with his father, mother and two brothers and a sister on a ledge. Now ledge, I told you, is a narrow a rock near the seashore. So he was living over it, and the parents are teaching all the four brothers and sisters how to fly. Rest two brothers and a sister, a seagull. They flew in spite of having shorter wings than our young seagull, but our young seagull is still afraid to fly because he feels that his wings would not support. And finally, his brothers and one sister, they learned flying, how to catch fish, how to swim over water. But because he was so afraid to fly, he was not able to take his first flight. Then one whole day was over. His parents and his brothers and sisters, they have shifted to a small plateau, a raised hill just opposite to his own ledge, and it was all 24 hours over. He was away from his family for around one day. Although he could see them on the other side of the ledge that was on the other side. There was a plateau where his father seagull, mother seagull and two brothers and a sister seagull, they were there. He could see them, but he could not fly because he was really scared to take his first flight. He thought that he would fall into the water, into the sea, and he may die because his wings, he assumed that his wings were smaller, they were shorter and would not support him for flying. Now when 24 hours were over, finally he one day was over, and the next morning when he woke up, he could see on the other side. When you wake up, whom do you search for first in the house? Definitely your mother, your father, right? Then you look for your brothers and sisters. Likewise, when the next morning, when it was all around 24 hours over, he woke up next morning, and then he looked on the other side of the ledge, and he could see his father preening his wings. Remember, I told you preening is a process of cleaning the feathers with the help of beaks. So his father was preening, and his brothers and sister was still sleeping, right? Because their necks were hidden inside their feathers. Then he saw on a raised rock, his mother was standing with a fish on near her legs. So, and what was mother doing? Mother was tearing the fish into pieces, and then she was sharpening her beak. So, this was our seagull's favorite work, to tear the fish with beak and then sharpening the beak with rod. Now, mother seagull, he tried, our seagull, young seagull, tried to, bring their attention towards them, but father did not pay any attention. Our fathers are also like that. If you do anything to, bring their attention towards us, they know that when are you making a big drama or when are you seriously into trouble. So, our young seagull was also like that. He was facing this problem. Because he could not fly. What did he do next morning? He stood on one leg and closed one eye and then the other, so as to pretend as if he is not well. Actually, he was very hungry. It was all 24 hours over. So his parents and brothers have left it. So basically, children, he was trying to bring his father's attention towards him. Now, father, he did not pay any attention. Brothers and sister were still sleeping. So what next? Who's left? Mothers, right? Mothers, because they have a very soft heart and they love their children the most in the whole world. His mother also, what what did she do? She picked up the fish into her beak and she started flying towards the young seagull. So the moment she was nearing our young seagull was very happy. But all of a sudden, he stopped. Why? Because see here in this picture you can see he is left here alone. He was scared to fly. He used to come till here and then go back. His father, his mother, his brothers and his sister, they are now flying and thus they are going away from him. Then the thing which I was talking about is this. Mother brought the food into her beak, but all of a sudden she stood. She remained still here, just near the ledge, and this young seagull was now like very excited to see the food because he was very hungry. So when the mother came till here, then he cannot control his hunger and he jumped here. Where did he jump? He jumped to the food. Looking at the food, he jumped. But then he forgot that he was not able to fly. So he started falling. But that terror was for a moment, for a minute. Then automatically, all of a sudden, his wings were open and he could feel the wind passing through the feathers of his wings and touching his body and stomach, right? Thus he took his first flight. So we have seen here, but when she was just opposite to him, she halted her wings motionless. Halt means to stop. So she halted her wings motionless. The piece of fish in her beak almost within reach of his beak. So that means she was really near, and the young seagull was just about to take that. He was so near. He waited a moment in surprise. Now, young seagull was surprised that what is this happening? Why mama stopped in between? Wondering, he was shocked. He was thinking, why she did not come nearer? Why my mother is not coming nearer now? And then, maddened by hunger, he was very angry, very hungry because he had not taken any food since last night. He dived at the fish. So we have seen in the picture, he jumped, he dived near the fish. With a loud scream, he fell outwards and downwards into space. So he fell downward because he did not knew flying till then. Then a monstrous terror seized him. That is a monstrous terror. That means he was so scared. His fear was as big as monster. A very big, very great fear occupied him. And his heart stood still. He could hear nothing. He was so terrorized. He was so much feared that he cannot hear any sound. He thought that this is the end of my day, end of my life. But it only lasted a minute. So that terror was for just a minute, for a moment. Then it was wiped off. Now, the next moment he felt his wings spread outwards. The wind rushed against his breast, feathers, then under his stomach and against his wings. So I told you, children, that he could feel the wind touching his body. He could feel the tips of his wings cutting through the air. So he was passing through the, he took the flight over the sea now, and he could feel the wind because he was flying. He was not falling headlong now. So that is, once he jumped from the ledge, he was not falling headlong now. He was not going down. He was soaring gradually downwards and outwards. He was no longer afraid. He just felt a bit dizzy. This is uncomfortable feeling of spinning around and losing one's balance. right? We say na fainting. So while fainting also we feel dizzy, like our head is taking rounds. He just felt a bit dizzy. This may be due to excitement, that he felt that he could never fly, but now because he was flying, he felt a little dizzy. He was no longer afraid, he just felt a bit dizzy. Then he flapped his wings once and he soared upwards. Ga, 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 ga. Ga, call up. His mother swooped past him. Swooping is flying and taking turns and twists. Okay, so birds swoop generally. So now when our young seagull was able to fly, he again talked to his mother, his bird's language, ga, ga, ga. And to that his mother also was very happy and excited. She replied him, right, in her own way, ga, call up. Her wings making loud noise. He answered her with another scream. So now both mother and son, they are having a conversation, right? Children, what is soaring? Soaring is rising high in the air, going upwards, right? So we came across there one word that now he was not falling headlong, he was soaring up. So soaring is coming up. Now he could feel the tips of his wings. This is done, right? He was not falling headlong now, he was soaring gradually. Now you understand what is soaring gradually? He was going upwards, he was not falling headlong now. He was no longer afraid. Now he has overcome his fear. Why? Because he has taken the flight. Now he was no more afraid of flying. He just felt a bit dizzy. Then he flapped his wings once and he soared upwards. Ga, 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 ga. And the mother and the son both are into deep conversation, right? Both of them are happy and they are sharing their happiness by various gestures, like they are screaming, shrieking. Shrieking is making very piercing noise. So chubne wali jo आवाज आती है ना, that is called shrieking. He answered her with another scream. Then his father flew over him screaming. Now the father, who was very angry, who taunted him for not able to fly, now he was also very angry. Now children, here we come to know one thing, maybe this is a story, but Liam Flaherty had tried to tell us that parents, now both mother and father have two different roles. Mothers are sometimes very angry, but we know that at the end of the day she is there with us. She loves us very much. And the role of father is something different. He may be a little strict with us. He may be talking a little lesser with us because he is busy working out, earning for us. When he is strict with us, we sometimes feel that he has nothing to do with us, or sometimes we feel that he doesn't think of us. But it is not the case, children. Maybe he is busy, maybe he is angry, maybe he is very strict with you. But trust me, here we come to know one thing, that fathers who are generally quiet and talking less to the kids, when they see their kids taking the steps towards success, they are the most happiest person in the world. So here we see all of a sudden his father flew over him screaming. The father who was avoiding the seagull, the father who was ignoring the seagull, now when he learned how to fly, when he has taken his first flight, this father was very angry and taunting and very angry and left him alone on the ledge. He flew over him and screaming. Why screaming? Screaming in happiness, shouting out of excitement. So now along with his mother, his father was flying above the young seagull, and they were flying. He saw his two brothers and his sister flying around him. See, his brothers and sister are also sharing his success of flying, and they have started flying around him, curvating and banking and soaring and diving. So what are they doing? Curvating is jumping like a horse. So they are curvating and banking. Banking is flying with one wing higher than the others. So they are taking twists and turns, and they are sharing their happiness. So that means the family is really happy to see success of the young seagull in flying, to see the success of overcoming his fear of falling down and his fear of about his own wings, that the wings would not support him, but at the end he overcame his fear. Then he completely forgot that he had not always been able to fly. So when he took the first flight, and then when he learned how to fly automatically, and then when his family was supporting him, then he forgot that once he was unable to fly. Why? Because now he was successful, and commended himself to dive and soar and curve and shrinking freely. So thus he was also able to do all these things which his brothers and sisters are doing. He was also taking dives and skimming on over water, floating over water, and shrieking, making different various noises out of excitement. He was near the sea now, flying straight over it, facing straight out over the ocean. He saw a vast green sea beneath him with little He was near the sea now, flying straight over it, facing straight out over the ocean. He saw a vast green sea beneath him with little ridges moving over it, and he turned his beak sideways and cawed amusedly. Now when he has learned how to fly, children. Now he was flying over the sea water. He was looking straight and flying without any fear. He was not looking down. And while flying, he could see the green, beautiful deep green sea beneath him, beneath his bill. Below him, he could see the beautiful green sea, and he could also see the ridges. Ridges are the low hills. Okay. Then he was he cawed amusedly. Cawing is here making sound. Cow. Okay. Crows also cows. Okay. So he cawed amusedly. Amusedly means without of surprise. Okay. Amazed. His parents and his brothers and sister had landed on this green floating ahead of him. They were beckoning to him, calling shrilly. He dropped his legs to stand on the green sea. His legs sank into it. He screamed with fright and attempted to rise again, flapping his wings, but he was tired, weak with hunger, and he could not rise. Exhausted by the strange exercise, his feet sank into the green sea, and then his belly touched it, and he sank no farther. He was floating on it, and round him his family was screaming, praising him and their beaks. So children, what has happened here is, here we have seen, finally he was floating on it, and around him his family was screaming, praising him, and their beaks were offering him scraps of dogfish. He had made his first flight. So children, what has happened here is, when he landed, as a part of gesture, his family also landed on the same place, same greenery. Now he dropped his legs to stand on the green sea. His legs sank into it. He screamed with fright and attempted to rise again, flapping his wings. Now the sea, with which he was once scared, then again, he developed some confidence. Now when his parents, his family was full supporting him, and they were all very happy. Now he had gained some confidence. So the sea with which he was once scared of, he again tried to go near it. But when he went near it, his legs started sinking into the green sea. And why was that happening? Because he was hungry, and he had been flying now for a long time. So when he was panicked again, his family came and supported him, and then after when he calmed down, he was able to float on the surface of the water, and everybody in this family, his brothers, sister and parents, they were so happy that as a part of a good gesture and to celebrate his first flight, they now fed him with food. What was the food? The food was dogfish, and they were very happy sharing the food, and they were all howling, they were all making shrieking sounds, and they were very, very happy with that. So he was floating on it now, because now he has calmed down. He was floating on it, and around him his family was screaming, praising him. And so because out of praise, they were now feeding him with the dogfish. That was part of celebration, and thus he was given food. He had made his first flight. So finally our young seagull had made his first flight. That means he was successful in overcoming his fear. That's all for today, children. If you have any doubt, do mention it in the comment section below, and have a great day.